Hi everyone, so today we'll continue on with Spellbinders 12 Days of Stitchmas Advent Calendar. Today is day 3, so we'll definitely open that up and check it out and do a little tutorial with it. I will say they did send this item free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own, and the links down in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission for your purchase items to those links, so thank you for using those. If you would like, I'll have them for the US and the UK and for scrapbook.com, which is here in the US. So day 1. We made a tag. Day 2, we made a tag, and day 3, we'll make a tag. So I always like to kind of tie it all together. So let's check out day 3. Cute little imagery here. And let's open this guy up. Oh, I love the little like Afghan or quilt. I would say Afghan because of the tassels, but there we go. And let's open this guy up. Again, I do it nice and neat because I want it to look pretty every time I open it for you guys. Oh, and we have a Christmas tree with the Happy Holidays. That is so cute. I love the way it hooks behind here, so I'm sure it's going to have something cool like that for the banner. Little star. So let's open this guy up and grab our dies. Boop, boop, boop. That. Oh, nice size dies too. So let's check these guys out. Quite a few in here. All right, so we have, and I'll give you a measurement in a moment, but we have the shadow or the background piece. We have the inlay, which it looks like that is where we'll be doing some stitching, and it has like little lines here. So basically you're just going to go down like this kind of pattern. And then you have the holidays, it's upside down, and then you're happy. And it has like, I guess that little notch. It just kind of looks like it's wrapping around. You have a cute little lacy bottom here. And then you have your tree topper piece here. So that piece, and then this guy goes on top of that. And yeah, I was going to say, hold on. Yeah, that's interesting because it's like a 4-pointed star. Maybe if you layer it a certain way, it'll look like more than just the 4 points. I don't know, because here it shows 4 points. We'll try it out once we get that cut out. So I guess that was a little sneak peeky, but again, we don't really know that. So let me put this up, give you a little measurement on this guy, and we'll make today's tag. So the largest die, and these are still available, so if you haven't picked it up, you know, I'm giving you this info if you need that. If you already have it, then you already know. So it's about 3 inches deep there, and then the other direction, 2.5. Okay, so you're definitely gonna want something that can accommodate that. With our tags, I've just been using white paper every time, but it doesn't always have to be that way, but I guess I'll continue that with this. So 3 by 4.5 is what I've been doing. Oh, there's a little something on there, okay. And then I've just been taking the tag from the day before to help me, you know, create the same tag. And the first day I just kind of eyeballed this part, and then I've been using that same tag every day. And I said I would emboss it with one of 2 embossing folders. So I think today we'll do ornaments again because we have the Christmas tree, why not? So I'm going to run it through this 3D embossing folder, and I will be right back. I'm just going to choose a different area. Last time I put dead center, so this time I'm choosing this area over here. And I'll be right back. All right, here we have that. I keep cutting through on one of this. I did the same thing over here when I ran it through. That same design. So there must be something with that little design. Well, I mean, this one was okay. That's odd. Anyway, it's just a little tight there, so it cuts through. And so I will just eyeball that. And our tag base is ready to go. Again, you can use either side. And this little piece, I mean, you can just kind of push it back up into the spot where it needs to go. And there you go. Okay, so this guy, this is going to be very simple. So let's see. Greens and golds. I would say gold here, but then this is going to probably be gold also. So maybe I'll see if I have glittery green paper, pearlescent green, something fancy, okay? Do you want a background piece or not? That's up to you, obviously. I don't know that you're going to see very much of it, but it will add to the sturdiness of it, so that's, you know, whatever you want to do there. Let's think about that. Maybe some red, something red for this part. Gold through here. Maybe a gold lace bottom too. That'd be cute just to bring some of that to the bottom. And then this one I'll for sure tape like this, run through some green paper, and then maybe there'll be a background paper. Because a lot of times what happens is you'll see a little bit through here. So, and maybe you won't. But either way, when I run this through my paper, I'm going to tape that down so it doesn't shift at all. And I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I have my pieces here, but we can't really put anything together, I don't think, until we do the stitching, because that is basically the focal point, right? We're just looking at that, and everything else kind of sits on top of that. So, I just cut a green paper again. You're not going to see that much of this, but we have it, so that's fine. And then we have our, our happy holidays. Cute. And that's just plain red paper, and then our gold star and things. So I'm going to, I think I'm just gonna go with green. I mean gold or something like that, but this is so glittery and pretty. I think just this green will be nice. So I'm going to get that on my embroidery needle. Now I used this the other day, so I already what's the word? Separated it into 3 pieces. So initially this is 6 strands, right, in the embroidery floss. Oh my goodness, there we go. Okay. And so I am just going to start somewhere because we're basically just going at angles, like see how these lines, I know it's hard to see on the glitter paper now. But I'm going to pop that in there and pull it all the way till I can get a little piece left there that I can stick down with a piece of double-sided adhesive, but I just left the carrier on. You can take it off. Okay, so that's, well, funny enough, I would have started up here. I like going right to left, but anyway, we're here already, so I'm going to go to, ooh, actually, it's going to go all the way down here. So you have one hole. I know it's hard to see. If you go into this first hole, that's going across. If you go into this next one, that's not deep enough. You got to go to this third one. Okay, so hopefully you can kind of see that. And I'm just following the lines, basically, that are outlined for us. So there's that one. I can go to this next one, which is way down here. That's very interesting. So I can go to this one, or I can go to the next one. I can go back up here and do whatever you want. I kind of like to keep things in a way that makes sense. So that one to here. Funny enough, if I had done it the way I originally had in my mind, I like going right to left. I would have just gone up here and then gone to this one down here, but that's all right. Okay, just follow them. They're not, they're interesting because to me, this one would be the next one. So now we're here. So I'm going to go to the one that follows it right underneath here. And then to the hole that connects to, which is this one, not this one. That would be awkward, right? So it's this one here. And then the next one, I mean, we do have this one, you can go that way, but I'm just doing these guys first. And you can definitely, if you plan it, you can crisscross and think about like weaving it, and you can even weave it when you go to the next one, but I'm not worried about that. So I'm going to go to this one here. Again, I'm just following the lines. So there you go, down to here. And this last bit, which I think is going to finish up my thread, is this one here. Up to this one here. Now, if you want to use different color thread or all these different things you can do to have your patterns pop, that is pretty much done. So there you go. And I'm going to start split another green thread so that I have 3 and 3. Tape that down because it ended. But if I still had more, obviously I would just keep going. This one just happened to end there. So let me get a little more of a 3-strand piece on here and I'll be right back. It was just the pieces left over from whenever I used the green before. I had already done this, right? So, start wherever you like. If you want to, again, start at the top and just work your way down or across or however. But I'm going to pop it up here. This is really long. I should probably trim it down because I don't need all this. That's all right. I'm just going to deal with it. You don't need too much for this guy. And bring it over here. And to be honest, I can probably lift this up a little bit. Stick that down there. All right. And to not belabor it, I'm just going to follow along. So from this one, I can see the line goes here to this one. But like I was saying, if you want to go up and under, and weave it, you can definitely do that. It gives a different kind of look. I don't know if it's enough, or like up, over, and under this one. I don't know. I'm just going to go across. But you can do that. And then the next one is way down here, which is very interesting. Actually, let's pay attention because, yeah, that's it. If there were other ways of crisscrossing over or whatever, and then you can, you know, make up your own pattern. I'm just following the lines. So I'm going to do the exact same thing again. Go up here. And again, if you wanted to weave it, you can definitely go up and under with your needle, and that would give a different look. So from here to here, then from here to here, and then from here to here, and I'll come back at the very end. Okay, and the very last one is just to come up right here and go down in this one here. And I think that means everybody, yeah, we're all stitched up, and that's what it looks like on the back. And then again, I'm not going to tie that off or anything like that, just end it with a little piece of this. If I could ever get that, that'd be great. Okay. Super simple stitching on these last couple designs, which is fun. Makes it easy and just has a little extra something. And like I said, I mean, if you wanted to, I've been leaving these, but if you wanted to take the backs off of this, you can definitely do that. It just helps stick things down. And of course, I didn't really push that down, so I have to do a little something to get the backs off. Oh my goodness. I'll be right back. I don't want to waste your time while I do that. Okay, so that's ready to go. Now, this guy, you can stick it in between the layers if you want, or just stick it to the back, right? That's the whole point of this, is to stick the star on. So it can go in between, right? You can go in the very back. It doesn't show through here anyway, but I'll probably put it on the back. Same thing with our little ruffle, which I didn't even bring out. How cute. Hold on. I will say this is that double-sided gold paper from Spellbinders, which is amazing. It's like aluminum can, you know? You can die cut aluminum cans. You have to be very careful. It's very sharp, but it just has a really nice look. So again, this can also be in between the two layers or on the top. I think I might in between the two layers on this one. Well, let's see. I mean, it's kind of cute that way, but it also is cute when you have a little bit of dimension, and then that's away from it. Okay, fine. We'll just glue these two together. Put this over here. Put this guy here. Try not to get too much glue to come through the little holes. And what I've been doing with these guys is just putting some weight on them so that they stay together really nice and flat because of that thread that's back there. Obviously there's a little distance in between them. Not distance, but like thickness. Okay, so we have this, we have this. I'll clean up in the meantime while this sits under some weight. And I'll clean up a little bit. Let's see what we have here. So pretty. I love when it just comes out nice and flat there. So as far as this little guy, well, let's do this first. I'm gonna glue this down at the base. Oopsie, I left this kind of open. That's not great. This is gonna take a minute to dry. Oh, sorry. Because of the nature of this paper. But just right on that very edge there. Look how cute with the little gold. I love it. This guy, he can either go right on top. Sorry, I grabbed it. It fell right off my countertop here. Here, or back here. You know, it depends on the look you're looking for. And then I'm thinking about, like I said, instead of just repeating that, I think I want to do this kind of thing with it. So it looks a little more delicate when it's like that. But you can definitely put this in the front like that little cone, because that's kind of what it looks like, right, when you're decorating the tree. Sometimes it's on a little cone thing. Okay, so I'm gonna put that like right there, so it's just matching up. And to be honest, I can glue this down already if I want, just that way I can kind of not have to baby this. Just right down in here. I didn't judge this at all in here, but oh yeah, right there. Perfect. So cute. It's really pretty. I'm going to put this straight. And I'm going to put a little bit of weight on this, not for too long, but I'll be right back. Alright, let's check this little guy out. Oh, I will say I can see that it wasn't touching, you know, because it's so flat and then there's different layers. It wasn't touching this little gold area. So I just piled little bits that I've been cutting into these last few days. I should throw those away to help hold that down. Okay, so we have this little guy. And again, in the image on the packaging, it looks like you're supposed to just layer it. But I kind of like the look of it being the star being off center instead of just like the same. It's exactly the same shape as you can see there, but if we do this, I think that looks prettier and gives you a little something more, right? So there's that guy. I have to hold that down after a little bit. Again, these papers are super glossy and it just does not stick down really quickly, but let me get a little closer so you guys can see, and I'll go slow so not to give you a headache. And here we go. Happy, and this kind of hooks around, so wherever you want to put that, if you want that to be longer like that or lower, right? It just depends wherever you want that little bit to extend to. Happy holidays. That's cute right there, I think. So again, just in here. And I'll hold that down for a little bit. And then I will be right back. And yes, I am letting the glue kind of squeeze out. It's going to dry clear anyway, so I'm not worried about it. When we come back, it'll probably still be white because it'll still be wet. But I'm not worried about that too much. And I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so that is our day 3 tag. I'll say card. You can definitely put this on a card base, you know, if you like. The look of little tags on cards and things. Let's see. Maybe a red. Oh, I'm getting low on that red and white twine, aren't I? Let's do that real quick. And that is our tag for the day. All right. So thanks for watching, guys. You know, definitely continue making tags. Like I said, I'd like to make like a cohesive collection by the time I'm done here. Really sweet styles. I would love to see these in felt. I think that'd be really cute. You have to adapt some things a little differently, like with the felt with this. I don't know that would show up, but you can definitely still do the other pieces with felt, you know? So anyhow, all right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. I'll have images come up. I'll have the links as appropriate, and I'll see you all at the next one. Bye now.